Well, good morning boys and girls, and those who want to slot in between. Last night on Royal Jordanian site I did see a new bracket, a multi-purpose bracket for your helmet or wherever, that covers GoPro, Ghost Drift, whatever the other one is that's popular. Anyway, it covers about 4 types. 14 quid, quite a lot of money. Now I like GoPro's flexibility, and I like its ultimate outcome, if you like, the video it produces. But I don't like the big knobs and buttons on the brackets. It's ugly. Now this is doing away with those, and it's using a more permanent fixture. So, if you want to save yourself some money, because we don't know whether it's a gadget or not, wait till I get mine. I'll do a report on it, and then if it's gadgety I'll let you know, and if it's worth having, I will let you know. But on a police theme, as I've been asked occasionally, today I'm going to talk about the day that the police, me in general, actually totally me, banned Father Christmas. That's right, I banned Father Christmas from Jersey. Every year, Round Table, charity, they have an old A-series Ford, cut in half, turned into a sleigh, and Santa and his elves go around collecting money for the various charities. They do a good job, Round Table, etc, etc. And one particular Christmas, our lads are escorting them, 4-way flashes, it's not an emergency, no need for blue lights and all the razzmatazz. And every time the float stops, they get out the car, they direct traffic. Doesn't matter if it's rainy or horrible or what it is. They do it, and they do it unpaid because it's charity. Well, on this particular year, we believe the Santa had had a couple of drinks, and going along the coast road, got into St Helier, come to a set of traffic lights, and he opened up the tannoy in front of everybody on the side streets and people walking about looking, the kid is watching, and started to get abusive to the police officers. Along the lines of, put your blue lights on and go through. Why are we sitting here waiting? Other policemen take us through, which was a lie because there's only these 2 lads who've done it for the last few years. And it's carried on for a few minutes. And they bit the bullet. Now when I heard about this, I said, well, you should have dragged Santa off and breathalyzed him, and you should have had the vehicle destroyed. Now in Jersey, they have construction use law, 1952 amended 1962 Road Traffic Act, and the construction use law states quite clearly that a vehicle, any vehicle, motorcycle, car, bus, moped, lorry, any vehicle that goes on the road should be as constructed. You put wide wheels on your car? Tough. Big bore exhaust? Tough. Drive with a dented wing? Tough. Now they don't have a Ministry of Transport or any other form of check on the vehicles. It's up to the local police to assess a vehicle. If they see a vehicle and it looks slightly dangerous, or they stop one in a road check and there's a defect, they issue an order to get the defect fixed, or they have the vehicle towed to the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency to be tested for roadworthiness, or if the police officer deems the vehicle is unfit, he can have it scrapped, sent to Belazan. Belazan is an area where there's a scrapyard. So I said you should have had the vehicle, because obviously unroadworthy, there's no way it could be put back to manufacturer's condition, it's been cut in half. Should have sent it straight to Belazan. Oh well, we didn't want to spoil children's Christmas. I said fair enough. End of shift you could have done it. So I wrote a letter stating quite clearly that we would not be escorting the vehicle next year. It was done out of the goodness of our hearts, the same way as they collect charity, out of the goodness of their hearts. And my lads, doing this for free, 4 or 5 hours of following a float round, directing traffic and just being general dog spotties, did not deserve to be abused by what I believe, on hearsay, to be a drunken Santa. As you will not be escorted next year, you will not be able to put your vehicle on the road because it is unroadworthy. If it is seen on the road, it will be destroyed. Now, because of Battle of Flowers, tractors, floats and all sorts of machines that they use, there is a provision that if you're escorted by a police officer at a sensible speed, you can take something on the road. But without escort, no chance. Police escort, that is, I will hasten to add. Or written permission from the police that they may use an escort of their own choice. So there's lots of variations, but bottom line is, abuse my lads. And that's it. You don't get them again. My lads were quite happy with this. Told my daughter when I got home, she thought it was hilarious. Anyway, the year goes by. On one of the other duty centenniers' desks, I should add. Okay, at the moment I'm going to say that a centenier is an inspector, a vantineer is a sergeant, constable's officer is a CO, as a constable. It's Jersey French. The laws are Jersey French. The policing is Jersey French. So let's not get bogged down with that. Well, you had an explanation. If you want more clarification, send me a little note and I'll clarify it better. Anyway, across one of the other senior officers' centenier's desks come the letter. We will be operating our float between Grovel and St Helier, going along the coast road, diverting into various estates, stopping, starting. This is the time we'll start, this time we hope to finish. As always, look forward to your cooperation, blah de blah de blah. So, because I'd banned them the previous year, they'd written a letter to the Jersey Evening Post, which was quite, well, nasty actually, about the police. So I got the secretary to dig out the letter, got the secretary to dig out the newspaper cutting and return it with her application, asking them to reread the letter and understand the full terms and conditions. This was November. December comes. An appointment is made for one of the head members of the charity to speak to me. You know why he's come to speak to me, so we've sat in an office. I'm a reasonable chap. I don't want to ban Christmas, I just don't think my lads should be abused, and I don't think they want to do it anymore. Really, it's a case of you bit the hand that fed you. Oh well, blah blah blah, we do it every year, we'd love to do it again. We seek your permission, and is there anything we can do? I said, well, we can have a little written apology and we can get Santa to come in the next parish hall meeting, which is a public meeting, you know, like a council meeting or a local citizens meeting, whatever you have, and publicly apologise to the two officers. There is a meeting 2 days before the event, and if he comes in and apologises to the officers, it will be their choice as to whether they do it again. I will ask them to be at the meeting. And he's sort of saying, well, you're the head officer, you can order. No. They were doing it free of charge, in their own time, as part of this charity event. I have no sway, and I'm not going to order them because I disagree with the attitude of your Santa. I thought it was disgusting, and I haven't forgiven you yet. Rubbing it in, as you do. I knew in my heart of hearts it was going to go ahead. Yeah, don't ban a little event that the kiddies look forward to. I just knew that it wasn't going to get banned, but you know, what? Where's the fun in life if you can't wind these pompous prats up? So it was all done, and Christmas went ahead. Just. But I am now genuinely known as the man who banned Santa. Bah humbugs. I can genuinely say bah humbugs. Nothing against charity, nothing against Christmas, everything against people pompously berating people, my officers, whether they were officers or not, but berating people who are doing something out of the goodness of their own heart. And they, for their part, met up with Santa and breathalyzed him before the trip started and informed him he would be breathalyzed at the end of the trip. So he had a very cold, wet evening driving the float around with music blasting out. Not a drink was to be had. So maybe he learnt something, I don't know. Did he learn something? I hope so. I hope he learned that peace and goodwill to all men is genuine. It's real. You know. If we all respected each other's presence on this planet, we'd probably all get along a lot better, but so many people are so arrogant and believe they are so much better than everybody else. And the older I get, the more I realise that I'm a humble speck on this planet, and I do try to take everybody's point of view. I do try to listen to everybody's alternative point of view, and sometimes people have changed my mind. I'm not arrogant. I've had my mind changed a few times about things, different points of view, politics, religion. So I stood there and I've said, okay, maybe I'm wrong. But if you pompously hold your view and think it's the only view in the world, I've got no time for you. If you think there is only your religion, there is only your politics or your political party, and everybody else in the world is wrong, I've got no time for you. However, if you think your religion is the only one in the world, but you'll look at other religions and still come to the same conclusion, that's fine. You think your political party is the only one that should be in office because it's the only one that can do the job, and you look at the manifesto of the other political party and listen to somebody from the other political party and still believe that, fine. But don't be one of these arrogant twats who just believes and won't listen to the other side. Please. I sort of goosed it. I'm not sure I've got much else to speak about, so bye bye for now. Please take care.